Hello YouTube, I'm back again with another rant, and it's going to be a lot of brain dead idiots on TikTok, part 2. So I want to get into further details of this topic, because I realize I've forgotten to include some certain details, some certain info, so I'm just going to get into it. Obviously, a lot of the people who are even on TikTok don't really have talent, they have nothing better to do. They just want to show off with their friends because they feel that's the only opportunity. It's only way for them to solidify themselves, to try and meet new people. They're curious. Obviously, like a lot of people say at that age, like they are curious to seek other people or seek some kind of positive attention or gratitude and compliments. While even though you have adults that are on it too, like that are in using TikTok, the thing is that like I said, a lot of people don't have anything better to do. A lot of these adults, they feel like it's easy to make money on social media. Because like the whole purpose, the whole point of TikTok is literally just to make short videos. And you may not realize that as someone who actually uses TikTok is online, depending how like big your TikTok is or the amount of videos you make, you don't even get limited minutes. That you can get an upgrade actually. If you depending on the amount of videos you do or depending how popular you are, you can be able to exceed those minutes. You can be able to go over 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. And I've been able to do that in the past because of the how I developed my account and the amount of videos I've been doing in the past. And this is, and I personally, as much as people want to take it down, I don't agree. I don't agree with taking down TikTok. It's just the only thing they need to do is how to operate the rules. I feel like if anything for TikTok team versus remain the way it is, not gonna be perfect. I agree 100%. It just needs to they need to learn to manage their rules and try to find a way to seize a lot of these toxic people who take advantage of the website. If anything, it's the people that are on the site, but people say don't hate the player, hate the game. As I said, because like the game is not always the issue. Yeah, it amplifies those things. It can cause problems in the future. I get it, like because it is part of the website. It is its own website. It is its own material. I get it, but the thing is, the material can be very useful because I have managed to make videos like a compilation using TikTok, and then also became a show, a successful show. Although it's not getting many views, I'll be honest, but like it has helped me realize that I can be able to create my own kind of content using their platform, and that it can be helpful at times. It's just that people don't really know how to use the resource carefully, and then when they post stuff, it's just ridiculous, honestly. Like for example, like you have these kids, whether it's kids or adults or immature people, doing these stupid challenges. Don't really mean anything. Just they're just following the trend, like as if they're gonna probably be popular as the next person. Because it's not really gonna be a surprise. Honestly, it's not gonna really impressive. Because, for example, I'll give one trend that was so terrible. The Into the Thick of It. We have like whether it's women who are really thick, who have extraordinary body, and you have men doing it where they dance to some weird cartoon theme song. They use the theme song and they do this trend in the video where they're like into the thick of it, into the thick of it, shaking their ass, shaking their body, as if that's anything new or impressive. Sure, the only thing new is that people are using the song to do their own weird, ridiculous dance. I wouldn't be take part of it because imagine I'd be laughed at. And the amount of people who saw the videos, they gave him mostly dislikes than likes. And again, about TikTok, honestly, it will get a backlash. It's normal. Like the site is not meant to be perfect. People will abuse the site. And for those people who don't really have anything better to do, why don't you try to like manage your life too? You try to multitask. I don't suggest only being on TikTok, but obviously it's always best to be outside when you're bored. When you have time, when you have the opportunity, when you have nothing better to do, especially when the day gets better, when it becomes bright, when it's warm, when spring's about to start, when it becomes warm, especially I already mentioned hot, and there's a lot of people outside. I suggest you join them and why don't you try to start a group there outside with other people who are trying to get into sports. Like, and if you are gonna do TikTok videos, I might as well you add your sport videos or all kind of hobbies that are positive, that make you feel really active, and you kind of encourage people on the side to do the same thing for those who might have something in common. That's the one thing I'll admit. The one thing that TikTok does that there's a lack thereof is that people don't really try to tend to show off their abilities as a human being, like their previous work, their previous hobbies, or what they're doing now. Because I feel like TikTok is really taking over. So what I mean taking over is basically in control of their life because they feel like TikTok is mandatory in their life. And all they could possibly do is just post videos of doing cringe, unworthy, like type of videos that are unnecessary, that shouldn't even be there. It's just disturbing. It's just pathetic, honestly. And although I didn't mention the videos being disturbing, yes, it is getting disturbing because now you have cases where people are getting killed on TikTok for views. They're doing these stupid challenges, like they show really no remorse. They feel it's the opportunity for them for people to actually look at them in a certain way and see that the kind of person they are, and they don't care about like whether they think even if they believe that even if they do if they do negative behavior, if they do negative actions, if they do negative crimes, all that kind of bullshit, they feel as long as they're getting some type of following, fans, that's all that matters. Because they're not really thinking about, if you think about in this situation, all they're really thinking about is follows and people who are fans of them. That's all they think. Even if they don't get that many likes, because they feel like likes these days are pointless. All that matters is the amount of people that actually follow you, encourage you, who they feel like those people are really there for them. But if anything, they're just there to laugh at them. They might obviously they're not gonna see it, but behind the computers, the people are actually laughing at them, and then they're wondering what he or she is gonna do next. Again, with this video, like that's the thing though, because and unfortunately it's gonna become a habit where people are just gonna do the same disgusting trends, where people don't try to do anything new. They're not really creative. Like that's the problem. Like when I do my videos, I try to improvise. I try to come up with different kinds of videos, my own kind of videos. I do my own research. I try to figure what can I do to actually improve on the type of things that I'm doing that I feel like that could be up to my expectation. Something that's unexpected. People will not wouldn't even consider thinking that might possibly do. And one of my next step forward is like into trying to be at a certain level of like expertise, to be at a certain level of like experience, to be at advanced type of level when I'm doing certain videos, so so I can actually have some credibility, which clearly a lot of these TikTokers lack. And I do have credibility because I actually do put skill and effort into my videos. On top of just talking, it's not just only talking, it's also the actions that you resort to, because I don't resort to that level where I'm gonna embarrass myself doing something so cringeworthy that, or doing something so disturbing, and then something just completely bullshit like nonsense, especially that one that does not really much. I feel like, yeah, I'll gain a following, but later it does not help me in my future, especially in real life. Because in reality, if you do something like that, if you do something that could risk you putting you in jail, which can risk you having you stalked or followed by other people. I don't mean in a good way. I mean where someone might potentially harm you and find out your address. Then that's on you. That's because you have to be aware. Because that's the thing. I think that's the issues that people who do TikTok don't are not are unaware. They are misinformed what the site is about. They are unaware of their surroundings. They clearly don't know how social media works in general, and that in general they are being watched, whether it's by followers that who tend to watch videos, or random people who just come by who are curious to look at their videos. But some people, what I mean, like when people watch your videos, it could possibly be the law enforcement, it could possibly be the cops, because they do have people uh, watching videos, so they can do like some certain a possible investigation, so they can examine your videos, so they can look up so dig up some info, so then that way that you have some type of evidence, you might possibly incriminate yourself, and that's something you want to avoid. But clearly, that's what's so easy when you're basically doing the cop's job, because you're pretty much providing info on the website, because they already have people within the task force watching your videos, looking you up online, so they can dig up some info, they can dig up some dirt, and possibly you eventually, when you do something reckless, could put you behind bars. And again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Expect more upcoming content later in the future. Be sure to check your notifications, comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you.